All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Mad Sports TV special. If you're new, you like what we're doing, you just hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share these videos, hit the bell, notifies you every time we're on. We will be coming on sporadically throughout the season. Once football season starts, we'll be on full time. Then you can really get a grasp of what we're doing. But tonight, we're going to have the Rangers hosting the White Sox for spring training. Let's go over the lineups for tonight. Tonight's lineups, playing shortstop for the White Sox will be Meredith. Center field will be Piera. Klenek will be in left. Sosa will be at third. Wade Jr. will be at first. I'm sorry, Sosa at second. Wade Jr. at first. Meade will be at third. Corey Lee will be catching. And Peters will be the DH. And right field will be Hill. Pitching on the mound for the White Sox will be Burke. He has not made an appearance yet this season in spring training. Now, for the Rangers. Let's go to the Rangers lineup. Rangers will be having Nemo leading off right field. Langford in center field batting second. Seager will be shortstop. Berger will be first. Smith will be at second. Jung will be at third. Hinsakawi, I can't even pronounce his name. Hingasawa will be catching. Jansen will be the DH, and Duran will be the left fielder. And on the mound will be Gore. Gore has no record but a 12.79 ERA with a 2.37 WHIP, 6.1 innings pitched, 12 hits, 3 Ks, three walks, and no home runs. And that's where we're at. Beautiful sunny day, or sunny evening, 91 degrees on the field. So we're gonna have some nice weather for baseball today. It's like August weather. If you're new, you want to leave some comments, please leave some comments or questions. And please hit the thumbs up and share these videos. And we're just going to be awaiting now for Rangers to hit the field. We're new. We're just getting started, folks. This is not going to be the scenery behind me. It will change eventually. We'll be going into a studio. I'll be having some partners involved. You'll be not only seeing me talking, there'll be other people involved. We'll be going over fantasy. We'll be going over everything. Betting ends of games, we'll be talking about lines, all of that. We'll be talking fantasy. We'll be talking drafts. You name it, basketball, baseball, hockey, football. We'll get into the World Cup soccer as well. We'll also be covering all the drafts. The NFL draft we will do. We will definitely do the first day of the NFL draft. So this is basically video radio for people that can't get the game or are working. Turn it on, listen to it, drive your truck, drive your car, work in the yard, do whatever you got to do. It's basically video radio, what I call it for now. And that's where we're at, folks. We're just waiting for this game to get started. I'm a one-man operation for right now, but I do have a couple of partners that are going to be getting involved, and we have a computer person as well who's going to be building us a website, and they what's going to be known as Mad Sports TV. And we'll have our own personal channel for that. And it's going to be Sports Center Light, basically. But it's going to be more interactive with the fans. And it's not going to be just New York, like we're in the New York area. Unfortunately, if you call WFAN, 98% of it is just basically about the local sports. And we're going to even get into high school sports as well. We'll get into the College World Series when they get down into that. Believe me, if there's a ball thrown, if there's a line on a game, somebody's getting punched or tackled, we'll be covering it. Screen just froze on the game. Just awaiting game time now. And have some people calling in or texting in. All right, I had nothing to do with that. How to do it work. Where's my remote? Don't know why the screen froze. Let's see. It's on a couple channels, so I just want to see if something happened There's a problem with the channel, figures. So it's not me, it's them. And I'm sorry I haven't been on steady. Had a little incident, and I needed a bunch of days off to get better. So we're back. We're ready to roll. And screen's back on. We're just waiting now. White Sox range again to start. It's supposed to be an 8:05 start, and here we are. Let's check a couple of things. Want to make sure the volume's up good. Yeah, we're up good. Everything's ready to go. All right, we're just waiting first pitch right now. Rangers are in the. The Texas Rangers are in the blue tops with the white pants, with the red, white, and blue pinstripe, with the blue stockings. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Unfortunately, that thing rings. I got to answer it. With work and what I do here, I'm always on call. Let's say. So, all right, we're just waiting the first pitch. Taking a little while. Gore's on the mound, warming up. I got to tell you, I wasn't crazy about the time count until I actually started calling games. And then you realize how much more time they would have wasted. And there's a lot in between at bats. Too much. And I agree with, after experiencing it, that I agree that they need to do this. And okay, here we go. Chase Meredith will be leading off, batting 206. Everson Piera will be 182. He'll be batting second. And Kalenic will be batting third at 219. And that's the first three up for the White Sox, and waiting for him to step in the box. Meredith started off hot in spring and just started cooling down. So let's see if he can turn it around tonight. All right. Gore's a lefty, mind you. So it'll be lefty on the mound for the Rangers tonight. And he's going to be trying to redeem himself from the 12.79 ERA that he's posting this preseason or spring training. All right. And this is not sponsored by these guys. I just need a little pep in the step. So if you constantly see it in the screen, it's not me advertising. It's just what I'm drinking. All right, so here we go. Top of the first. Waiting the first pitch. Meredith in the box. Gore on the mound. The pitch, the swing, connected, and high fly ball. And center fielder calls off the second baseman, one away. One pitch, one out, one away, no score. Top of the first. White Sox nothing, Rangers nothing. Pierre's up with a 182 batting average. This lineup that I'm looking at today for the White Sox, it seems like, except for maybe Sosa and Lee, most of these guys I think are trying to vie for a spot, and that's why they got them all playing tonight. And first pitch over to Perea, I'm sorry. Swing and a miss. And the second pitch, another swing and a miss. Beautiful curveball. Had him swinging at two curveballs, low and up, over the plate, but low. Nice breaking. Started off looking great. And next thing you know, it just drops out from underneath you. And here we go, third pitch. And he goes right at him. He doesn't even waste it. Over to the second base, second to first. Score it, 4-3. Score it, 4-3. Easy play, easy work. So now Kalenic's up for the White Sox, batting 219. Gore starting off pretty good this inning. I mean, really hasn't thrown much. He's thrown 4 pitches, everything for strikes. And here's Jared Klenick. Klenick takes a strike. Inside, beautiful curveball is again 84-mile-an-hour curveball. White Sox are challenging the pitch, and it's a ball. Call is overturned, 2 inches off the box, the digitized box. And pitch is over, connects high, fly ball to the shortstop, and that's 3 away. So it's 3 up and 3 down here at the top of the first, and we're awaiting the Rangers. Rangers will have coming up Nemo, right field, Langford, out center field, and Sager will be at short. Nemo's batting 389 spring training, Langford 489, and Sager 259. Kind of the opposite of what we just seen from the White Sox. White Sox, though, these aren't their starters. These are going to be the starters for the Rangers. These guys for sure. And yeah, the White Sox are going against the starting lineup, and they're using their backup guys basically. It's what we got for you for right now. I am a one-man operation, so excuse me. I will be eating while I'm calling these plays in between innings. And if you want to chat, in between innings is the best time. I'll answer any questions you have. If there's any games you want to see in the future, please let us know. We'll try to cover them, especially if you can't get access to them. Those are the games we're looking to cover for people. Not the traditional hot dog like at a baseball game. I'm having pizza. Thin crust. Okay, so here we go. Nemo, 389 this spring. Having a hot spring. Come in Langford, really hot. Sean Burke's on the mound. This is his first time pitching this season. Last year, he had a 4.22 ERA. Right-hander, young guy. They moved from relief pitcher to starter, and they're quite happy with him. First pitch over for a high strike. I thought it was a ball personally, but they called it a strike. Big, tall kid, Burke. Second pitch over and inside for a called strike. 0-2's the count here. Bottom of the first, no score. White Sox, no runs, no hits, no errors. And this is the first man up for the Rangers this evening. And pitch is over. Third pitch is over and fouled off to left field. Nemo is batting lefty, Burke the righty. So it's the perfect combination, lefty versus righty. And here's the pitch, the swing, and another foul ball off to the left field crowd. So 0-2's the count. Burke not wasting time and hasn't thrown any balls yet. Oh, beautiful change of pace. And Nemo able to just hold up for a second and make some contact just to foul it off. Nemo was fifth last year on he's fifth on base since 2016. Called strike. Beautiful pitch right over the plate. And Burke gets his first strikeout of spring training. And that was the first battery season. And here comes Langford. Langford's batting 489. Are you kidding me? Talk about hot. 481, excuse me. Pitch, the swing, high fly ball to right field. Right field is going for it and it drops in right by the line for a fair ball. Langford stretches it out for a double. So Langford continues the hitting. 481 now. Threw him a nice pitch inside, cuffed him, but instead of trying to pull it, he went with it to opposite field, right down the line, and they had the shift on, so right field had to come a long ways, but not enough to get there. Hill couldn't get there. Long hit. All right, here we go. Man on second, one out. Oh, big curveball over to Seager. Seager was batting .259 in the season. Big swing and a miss. Seager last year, .271, 21 homers and 50 batted in. I think they're expecting a little more out of him this year. He is quite a shortstop. Ball's low. Ball one. 1-1's the count now. One on one's the count. Man on second, one out. No score. Bottom of the first. Low. 2 balls and 1 strikes to count now. Here we go. Seager in the box, batting lefty against the righty. Perfect matchup, they claim. Lefty versus righty. Burke, the pitch to second base. Easy play. Scored 4-3, but he advances over to third, Seager. So up comes Berger. Berger used to be a White Sox. He's been bounced around the league a little bit, but he's a hitter. He's a slugger. He's batting .333 this season. Stocky guy, short, stocky guy, ton of power. Last year he batted .236 with 16 homers and 53 batted in. Jake Berger. 2 out, man on third, in the clutch. The pitch. First swing and a miss. Oh, I'm sorry, foul ball. I don't like this. I don't agree with this exit off the bat. I could care less how fast a ball goes off a bat. Where's the guy putting it? That's what matters. These stats gotten too crazy. Low ball into the dirt. 1-on-1's the count. You know, after that Moneyball movie, which is basically based off of Stratomatic baseball. If you don't know, look up Strat, S-T-R-A-T-O, Matic, M-A-T-I-C. It is the ultimate sports games they make, the ultimate. But their baseball and football are far above all. When you want to play head-to-head with people, untouchable. Burke with a strike. Oh, he's gonna challenge it. Ranger challenge. I thought it was a ball as well. I don't know why they have to call it. Oh no, it was a strike. I don't know why they have to challenge it. I don't know why it's just not an automatic correction. Let the ump call the game, and if it's off by a certain amount and nobody calls it, it should kick in. I mean, we want a game called right, don't we? So why not give aid to the umpires? I mean, you ever get behind a catcher and try to call a 100-mile-an-hour fastball? Try it sometime. Go to a batting cage and get behind a guy that's throwing 100 miles an hour on the other side of the cage. I don't want you to get killed. But just see how fast it comes in and see if you can call it. It is a true talent. Another ball low in the dirt. 2-2's the count now. 2 out, man on third. Bottom of the first. No score yet, folks. This is Burke's first appearance on the mound. And here we go to pitch. Line drive right down the first base line, but foul. Yeah, they keep showing the exit off the bat. Like I said, I don't care. Do you think if they went off the exit of the bat, You might not have had a Rod Carew. You might not have had an Ozzie Smith. Those guys weren't super hard hitters. They knew how to place the ball. Ty Cobb. Oh, hit to right field. Right field, the Hill. Kneels down to make the catch. Awkward catch, but he makes the catch for the out. So, after one inning, it's the White Sox. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Rangers, one hit, no runs, no errors. So after one, we're at 0. All right. Let's go around the league right now. Mets are hosting the Nationals. Mets 4, Nationals 6, top of the 8th. Finals, Atlanta 11, Tampa 2. Final, Detroit 13, Philly 6. Final, Minnesota 5, Pirates 1. Final, played 6 innings, Toronto 5, Miami 4. Final, Milwaukee 24, Dodgers 9. Other finals, Atlanta Athletics over the Angels 3-0. Arizona and Cincinnati. Hold on a second, folks. They give you half and half. Arizona 5, Cincinnati 1. Miami 4, Toronto 5. Well, that was weird. They put that all the way to the front now. Okay, so that's where we're at. Oh, and then Arizona 11, Cincinnati 6. San Diego 3, San Francisco 1. Arizona and Cincinnati played a doubleheader today. Yes, they did. That's what the confusion was. Yeah, Arizona took both of them. Arizona took the first one 5-1, and then took the next one 11-6 from Cincinnati. All right, so that's where we're at. And canceled today was the Baltimore-Boston game. So that's where we're at right now. Those are the scores around the league. Just waiting for the first at bat now. All right, here we go. Go back on the mound for a second inning. Up now, Sosa. Lefty pitcher versus righty hitter. Sosa's batting .294 in spring. Takes the first one for a ball inside. And here's the second pitch. Cuffs him inside. Fouls it off. 1-1's the count. Nice four-seam fastball. They're saying 95 miles an hour. And here we go. The wind up, the throw. High. 2-1's the count now. 2-1's the count to Sosa, batting .294 in spring. Gore knocking that average down. Came in again with a 12+ ERA. Third ball high. And here we go, folks. Gore. The windup. The throw. Outside and walks him. So Sosa being patient. You know, we were talking the last game I did about injuries, and I don't like the this World Classic. I think either baseball takes a year off, and you let them play a season, a real season, and play it off, or don't have it at all. Let amateurs play, because look at what just happened to the White Sox Teal, their stud catcher. Now, could you imagine if that would have happened to Judge? You lose him for 10 weeks? For what? What game did what game was the White Sox getting out of this? That their catcher, they just lost for 10 weeks. Here's the pitch, and inside, and 1-1 to Wade Jr. You know, what did they gain from that? right? What did they get? Wade Jr.'s batting 265 on the season. 1-1's the count. Nobody out. 1 on. Oh, beautiful breaking ball. He was going to swing, and then he just stopped himself. 1-2's the count now. I haven't seen any of Gore's previous games, but pitching quite well today. I can't believe he has a 12-something ERA. Oh, fell off to left field. And Wade is a lefty, so it's lefty versus lefty here. And the White Sox are pretty clogged at first base with getting the Japanese player, having Sosa and Vargas. And the pitch holds up, and the count now 2-2. 2-2's the count. Top of the second. Nobody out, 1 on. Sosa on first, he walked. The leadoff batter of this inning walked. And here we are. Pitch low again. 3-2 count now. Full count. What will they do? There we go. Gore, the release. Sosa. Oh, hits it right to the first baseman. And forced out of first and tagged at second is the call. Wow. So it's a 3-4 double play. Forced out at first, throw over to second to Seager. Oh, I'm sorry, 3-5. I mean, I'm 3-6. Excuse me. Wow. Trying to calculate something else in my head. I got to do one thing at a time. Getting old. All right, so here we go. 2 out. Nobody on. What a great play. And Mead is up, batting 263 to righty. He just hit that one deep. How deep? Not that deep enough. Only to the warning track, and that's the end of the inning. So after an inning and a half, the White Sox, no runs, no hits, no errors. Rangers up 1 hit, no runs, no errors. So that's where we're at. Only other game we got going are the Mets and the Nationals, and that's the Mets are losing 4-6. It's the bottom of the 8th now. Mets have a man on first with nobody out. And that's what's going down. All right, everybody. Good to be back on. Tomorrow, we will have at 1:05 will be Tampa Bay hosting the Yankees. So tomorrow will be the Devil Rays or the Rays, whatever they call them these days. Tampa versus the Yankees. Tampa's 8-14-1. Yankees are 13-9. And both teams really haven't had their players there. And it'll be Warren on the mound for the Yankees, and it'll be Popo. Popo will be pitching for the Devil Rays. Warren 1-1 with a 165, and Popo has got a 0 ERA. Both have pitched. Warren's pitched 16.1 innings. Popo, 5 innings. All right, so that'll be tomorrow's matchup. And hopefully we'll see you there. Okay, back to this game now. Smith the lefty, going against Burke. First pitch is over the plate and called a strike. Smith is batting 406. Oh, and 2 is the count now. Pitch over, and looking at it, didn't do anything. Didn't take the bat off his shoulders. Ready to the third pitch now by Burke. The windup, the release. Called strike looking. They're going to challenge it. I thought it was a little inside as well, but I was wrong on the first one as well. So let's see what happens. Ranger challenge. Oh, just hits the plate. So I'm even 0 for 2. Rangers are 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. So called strike looking. Burke gets him with a backwards K. All right, Burke back on the mound. Nobody on, 1 out. First pitch over. Ball for Jung. Jung batting 333 on the spring training. Pitch. He holds up. Cold ball. 2-0's the count now. 2-0's the count. Sorry, the way the screens are set up, I got to kind of lean over. Oh, fouls that one off on the count. Makes it 2-1 now. 2-1's the count. Right fielder couldn't get to it. So, Burke on the mound, pitching like he's in control, looking like a seasoned pitcher. But it's spring training; it's early, lot to go. 2-1's the count now. 2 out, nobody. I'm 1 out. I'm sorry, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the second. 2-2's the count. Jung fouls that one off. Righty versus righty. Okay. Here we go. The pitch. Oh, defensively fights that one off. Almost hit him with it. Fouls it off. 2-2's the count still. Burke's 25 pitches into this inning, into the game. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2's the count. Pitch is over, outside. Right fielder misjudges it, and it's a hit. That should have been an out. They're not going to call it an error. He's going for 3. And he's on third. Horrible fielding by the White Sox, Hill. I don't know if the sun got in his eyes and just couldn't see it, but his positioning was horrible for it. Truly was. Beautiful dropping pitch, and he hit it to opposite field, and the right fielder just froze. It was only about 4 feet from him, but he just got into a weird position, like he couldn't see it. And that's what I'm going to go with. He couldn't see it. So here we go. 1 out, man on third. Takes the first pitch strike. Higashioka. Okay. Batted 273 in the season. Higashioka. Kyle Higashioka. The pitch. Line drive right to the shortstop. Back to third, but he's back on third. He's safe. So 2 out. Broken bat on that play. Broke right above his hands. So there probably had to be a fracture in that bat already. So Jung stranded on third right now. 2 outs. Jansen's up. Jansen batting 174 in the season. The pitch over the plate. Beautiful pitch right over the plate. 89-mile-an-hour slider. Jansen, the righty, going against Burke, the righty. The wind up, the pitch. Oh, ball. Catcher tried to make one of those moves to slide it over and put it in the box, but umpire wasn't buying it. 1-1's the count now. 1-1. 2 out, man on third. They basically had the same situation last inning and left him stranded. Right over the plate for a strike. Beautiful pitch. I want to see how they scored that last one. They called that a hit. And in a way, I can understand. Okay, here we go. 1-2's the count. Burke with the windup. The pitch, low. Right over the plate, but low. So 2-2's the count. Just, those are the pitches I don't mind when guys throw balls. When it's over the plate and it's low, or it's just outside the plate. But when you throw that garbage pitch that's 8 feet away, well hit to the gap. We got our first runs of the game now. Jung scores. Jansen to second with the RBI. So an RBI double for Jansen. And the ice has been broken. It's Rangers pick up 1 run here at the bottom of the second. It's 1-0. All over that. Beautiful hit. He just had the timing on that perfect and just nailed it in the gap. And here we go. Duran is up. Duran's batting .303 on spring training. Jansen on second. 1 run in. 2 outs. First pitch, knuckle curve, 79 miles an hour. Duran last year, 224, 14 RBIs. Another pitch over. Slider, they call that. All right, 87 mile an hour slider. Inside, didn't look like it broke, really. Just thought it was a lazy fastball. And here we go. 0-2's the count. 2 outs. Man on second. 1 run in. And blows one away. High strike. Strikes him out. And that's the end of the inning. So, after 2 innings, we have the White Sox. No runs. No hits. No errors. Rangers, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. And here we'll go to the top of the third now. And let's see if Gore will come out. I'm sure he'll come out. It's this late in spring training. I think you want to get 3-4 innings out of these guys. So far, he's dropped his ERA down almost 3 points. It was 12.71 when the game started. It's now 9.72. He pitched 2 innings so far. No hits, 1 walk, no earned runs, no Ks. So Gore redeeming himself from his slow start to spring training. And then that's basically where we're at right now, folks. We're waiting for the White Sox. Starting this will be Lee, Peters, and Hill. Lee batting .345, Peters .240, and Hill's batting .313. So let's see what's going on. Burke so far 2 innings, 3 hits, earned run, no walk, 3 Ks, and now he has a 6.30 ERA. First game he's pitched this spring training for the White Sox. Excuse me while I eat, folks. It's a 1-man operation. I don't get commercial breaks. Okay, here we go. Go on. First pitch over for a strike. Like I said, Lee batting 345 on the season. Spring training. Gore, only 21 pitches so far. That was a horrible pitch into the dirt. 1-1's the count now. Top of the third, 1-1. If you hear that noise, sorry, but that's a fan. And if I don't have that fan on, it's going to be about 150 degrees in here. So, sorry about it, that background noise. We're working on something to baffle the noise. And here we go. 1-2's the count now to Lee. Go off from the stretch. The throw. Swing and a miss and struck him out. And Lee goes down swinging. Here comes Peters, batting 240. Big guy. Big guy Peters. Batting 8th in the lineup tonight. Gore, 24 pitches so far. 1 out. Nobody on. Lefty versus lefty here. Okay, so here we go. Lefty versus lefty. Oh, beautiful pitch over the plate. 1-1's the count now. He took that one, and it was a beauty. Nice fastball right over the plate. 1-1's the count. We are top of the third. Rangers 1, White Sox nothing. Did that hit him in the hand, or was it a foul ball? Nope, hit him in the hand. Damn, I hate that. I'm surprised they don't make a hand guard for these guys to wear, because so many injuries, stupid little injuries that linger, getting hit in the hands. Excuse me, I just came up with an idea. I'm writing it down. All right, so 0-1's the count now to Hill. Man on first. White Sox have had 2 guys on base, one with a hit by pitch and the other one with a walk. And attempted bunt, miss. Hill misses on the attempted bunt. And 1-2's the count now. No, 1-1's the count. I'm sorry. And throws over to first, trying to keep Peters close to the base. I don't think Peters is much of a running threat. He's a big guy. 1-1's the count. 1 out, 1 on. No runs for the White Sox. 1 run for the Rangers. Bunt down the first base line. He beats it out. What a beautiful bunt. The first baseman went to field it. He outran the first baseman, and the ball died in the grass. And it took the first baseman a while to get the ball. So here we go, first and second now. White Sox get the first hit on a bunt. And Meredith. 0-1 in the game is up now for the second time. So first and second, 1 out. No runs for the White Sox so far. 1 run for the Rangers. Top of the third here. Ball inside, high curve ball. inside. One of those to count. To Miedroth. Midroth. That was a strike. Called strike. I thought that was a ball. 1-on-1's the count. Thought the White Sox pitcher was going to call that, challenge it. But he doesn't. Thought the White Sox player was going to challenge that for sure. That was high. 2-1's the count now. 2-1's the count. 2 on, 1 out. No runs in yet for the White Sox. 1 run in for the Rangers. Top of the third. Gore on the mound. The lefty versus the righty. Throws it back to second. Not in time. Peters is back. Boy, they're really worried about Peters. And I don't know him as a base threat. So either their scouting is wrong or I really don't know that much about the guy. Well hit by Meredroth. Right down the line and just foul. Just foul. 2-2's the count. Wow, he was all over that. Just foul. Okay. Pitch foul. He was all over that one as well. Foul down the third base line. So you got Gore, the lefty, going against Midroth, the righty. So the perfect combination, they claim, the righty versus the lefty. Peters is being a nuisance on second. He's bouncing around all over the place. Pitcher threw that one in the dirt. He kept looking at him. Now he drew a full count. Yeah, Peters took a little aggravation there with him. Concentrating on the runner more than the pitcher than the batter. He got under that one, folks. Just got under that one. Two away now. Man on first and second still. Shortstop made an easy catch over to second base. He cuffed him. Pereira's up. 0 for 1 on the day. So here we are. Top of the third. 2 men on, 2 out for the White Sox. 1-0 game. Rangers are up 1-0. Top of the third. Okay, here we go. Pitch, the swing, and a miss. 0-1 on the count. Gore with a beautiful fastball. Got it right by him. Here we go. Another nice pitch. Fouled that one off behind him. 0-2's the count. Gore pitching pretty well, pretty efficient. 39 pitches so far. He's got 2 outs and an 0-2 count. Oh, changed that one up. And he fouled that one down the third base line. A weak little limper down the third line, foul. Pitch is over, low. Asking the first baseman if he swung, if he broke his swing. Nope, safe. 1-2's the count now. 2 out, 2 on. In the clutch. Pereira. Another one fouled off behind him. When you hear me talk about clutch and people don't know what clutch means, Clutch is when there's 2 outs and there's a man on second or third. That is what happens to be called a clutch situation. Not just a man on first. The man on first with 2 outs is not clutch. It's when they're into scoring position. Nice shade in the infield, but a lot of sun in that right field section. Oh, ball low. They're asking first baseman again. Did he swing? First base umpire says safe. 2-2 is the count now. Did not break his wrist. 2-2 is the count. Two beautiful off-speed pitches right in front of the plate that just died. And, he held back both times. The pitch. Oh, my. How that was not a strike, I don't know. Full count. How that was not a strike, I don't know. Wow. Full count. 2 out, 2 on. This is it, folks. The pitch. Fouls it off. Okay, Pereira's up. 0 for 1 on the day. Full count here. 2 men on, first and second. 2 out. They go back to try and get Peters, who's being a nuisance, jumping around all over there, and he's safe at second again. They tried from once at first. They tried from twice at second. I don't remember them going after Ricky Henderson that much, and he stole how many bases? Right? Peters runs, full count, high pitch. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for Kalenic. Oh, we got a mound meeting now. Manager comes out, calls for a meeting. Might be it for Gore. Yep, that's it. Gore's done. We're going to have to wait to finish Gore's numbers in case there's scoring. But as of now, Gore's pitched 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a K. 3 walks and a K. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 walks and a hit. Yeah, 3 walks and a hit by pitch. So that's where we're at right now. I'm sorry, not 3 walks. It's 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Trying to get my stats right. All right, so that's where we're at. We're at a break right now. Pizza time. Tell you the one thing I like about spring training, like for example, bases loaded right now with 2 outs. So if you got a young guy closer in the minors, and you're bringing him up to test the waters, see how comfortable he is with the big boys, this is like a good time to put those younger guys in to see what they do in a stressful situation and give them some experience. It's the one great thing about spring training. These games don't count. So as situations arise, you can test your younger players in those situations and see who sinks and swims. And that's the one thing I love about spring training. They got a commercial on right now. And this never made any sense to me. I don't own any animals down here. I live in a little studio. And I work with the hours I work. Sometimes over 100 hours in a week. Animal would be dead by the time I came home. So I couldn't do that to the little guys. But I get a kick out of these commercials. The food your dog's eating or cat's eating is no good. And then they show you a beautiful plate of vegetables. And then they tell you to buy their food because those vegetables are in their food. Well, why not when you cook for yourself, you cook for your animal too? Or you think them chopping up carrots and celery and putting it into some cornmeal is cheaper than you making it yourself? and probably much better for your animal. Okay, so here we go. Hejka is his name. Hejka is pitching. Right-hander. First pitch is over for a strike. He's a sidearm pitcher. Another submarine pitcher. And Kalenic swings again. Fouls it off. Kalenic, Hejka, let's say. Hejka. 0-2. Pitch way up top. I've done a couple of games this year, and I've seen 2 submarine pitches so far. And I haven't seen a submarine pitcher since Quisenberry and Kent Colvey. And if you're saying, huh? Who? Yeah, exactly. That's how long it's been. Another foul ball. This kid Hejka, when you see him, he looks like he should be doing your taxes. Not trying to close this inning out. Well, looks can be deceiving. Beautiful hit down the third base line, but the shift was on. Third baseman got it over to first, and that's the end of the inning. They close it out. No runs in that inning. So, middle of the third. White Sox, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Texas waiting to get up with 1 run in, 3 hits, and no errors. And that's where we stand so far. All right. Just a little comedy with my friends. All right, so that's where we're at right now. And Rangers will be coming up. And it'll be top of the order for the Rangers. It'll be Nemo, Langford, and Sager. Right, yep, that's what we're looking at. And let's see who comes in for the White Sox. Will Burke pitch another inning? That's the question. All right. Wow, ball players. Rangers chipped in and got Sager a Rolex. I guess he was player of the year for them last year. Beautiful Rolex. Looked like a platinum Rolex. I'm sure they wouldn't get him a silver Rolex. All right, pitch over. Burke is still in. 1-1's the count now. That was Burke's 39th pitch so far. So here we are. Nobody out, nobody on. 2-1's the count. Pitches over the plate. Cuffs him inside. Foul ball down the third base line. Nobody's going to get that one. And 2-2's the count now. All right, so here we go. 2-2's the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the third. 1-run lead by the Rangers. Pitch is over. Low. Full count now. Burke 41 pitches into the evening. And here we go. The swing. Nope, holds up outside. Called outside. Walks him. Man on. Man on first. Nobody out. Langford 1-for-1. Langford thinks he's Ty Cobb batting over 470. This spring he's batting 500 now. 4 homers, 12 batted in. Incredible. Okay, Burke on the mound. Man on first. 1-0's the count. Nobody out. Got underneath him. Catcher and the first baseman are going towards the stands, and no, that's about 6 in deep. Then nobody's getting that. And that's making a 1-1 count now. Nemo on first with the walk. Langford, the righty, versus Burke, the righty. 1-for-1. Got him again. With 95 mile an hour fastball. Fouled it back. 1-2's the count. Nobody out. Man on. Whitesox nothing. Rangers 1. Bottom of the third. Okay, here we go. The pitch, low. But right around the plate. I got to tell you, both pitchers have been extraordinary with the pitching. I don't know, lately I've been watching these guys. When they throw these garbage pitches, they are garbage pitches. I mean, they're like dumpster fires. Okay, Burke, pitch. Got him high and inside. It looks like a foul ball off the first base. He's in the foul territory. He makes the catch. Can of corn. Can of corn. People know where that expression came from, can of corn? Back in the day when you went into a grocery store, the corn, the cheap stuff they used to put way up on top of the shelves. And they used to have to get a guy with a stick to knock it down and catch it. So that's where it came in, can of corn. You know, it's an easy drop. Okay, here we go. Sager's up. 0-for-1. The lefty versus the righty. He got a big swing under that one. Hits it deep to the warning track, and that'll be that. Right? Like, I'll give you a great example. I worried about the bat exit. That was 105 miles an hour, which is what they want. But where'd it go? In the guy's glove. So how good's 105 miles an hour off the bat? I don't care how fast it comes off the bat. I want to know where it goes off the bat is what matters. If the guy hits it and it goes 30 miles an hour off the bat, the guy's batting 800. Do I really want to take him out of the lineup because it doesn't exit fast enough? Here we go. Berger with another deep hit and to the center fielder. And that'll end the inning. So, Burke makes good work that inning. So, Burke, 3 innings, 3 hits, an earned run, a walk, and a K. And that brings his ERA down to 5.73 now. Shouldn't it be a 3 ERA? Right? If you pitch 3 innings, last time I checked, and you average 1 run every 3 innings. I don't know. They got him down for 5.73 ERA, but he's never pitched. This was his first pitch of the season. So 3 innings with 1 run. Well, if you did that 3 times, there'd only be 3 runs, not 5.73. ESPN, man, I got to tell you, that's why I'm glad we're doing what we're doing, and I can't wait to. We'll have our own technicians. We're gonna have our own people, and we ain't gonna screw up like this. Mark my words. We ain't gonna shit the bed. Not like this. Come on, man. You can't figure out a 3 ERA. Whatever. So that's where we're at right now. Let's take a look at see the other scores if we can get any. They're all done. All right. Let's see. Just starting now is Cleveland hosting the Cubs. Top of the first, man on second for the Cubs with nobody out. And that's it. We gave you all the scores before. Only final we didn't give you was the Mets game, and that was the Mets 6, Washington 12. Okay, here we go back at it again. Gore is coming back out. And Gore's first pitch is for a strike to Sosa, who walked. So 0-1's the count here, top of the fourth. 0-2's the count. Big swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. All right, here's Sosa. The pitch high. 1-2's the count now. Okay, Gore fouls that one off. Count stays at 1-2. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this. Where a guy can pitch, leave an inning, and then come back and pitch the next inning again. I guess it helps the development. Like we got to see that young kid come in, put him in a closing situation, and then I guess back to business as usual instead of letting this guy get lumped up. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Oh, that one's well hit. That's well hit by Sosa to the wall and caught at the wall. One away. Wow, that was well hit. I didn't say it was gone because I got wind. The wind's blowing in. I just seen it on the flag. So 1 out, nobody on. Wade Jr. up, 0 for 1 on the day. Lefty versus lefty here. Ball 1. Oh. 0-2. 2-0. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. I thought that was a strike. And Gore way inside, almost hit him. 3-0. Walks him. 4-0. Four straight pitches. Walks him. Lamonte Wade Jr. on first base now for the White Sox. All right. Here we go. The pitch to Reed. Wade goes to steal. They had him dead to right, so it was a crappy throw. Goes out to center field, and Wade advances to third. Oh, they had him by 3 steps. It was just a horrible, horrible throw. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps he had him by. Ball curved down, gave a high bounce. It was over the second baseman's glove hand, and the guy still wasn't sliding into the base yet. Oh, they got him in a run down at third. Weak ball hit to the pitcher. Now they're going in a relay match, and they get Wade out at third. So that was fruitless. Man advances to second on that, which was smart. Wade Jr. gets caught in a rundown. Whoever told him to steal on that first one was horrible, and letting them go on that play was horrible. So I don't know to blame him or the coaching. But somebody's got to be blamed for that piss poor attempt to go to second and that piss poor attempt leaving third base to go to home on a flub hit. It was so weak. So Lee's up 0-1, 2 out, man on second now. No runs for the White Sox. 1 run for the Rangers. Big swing and a miss for Lee. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, wild pitch into the third. Man advances to third. Yeah, ball got right by him. Horrible pitch. Came off the wall fast. The catcher couldn't even get it. It went right past him again down to the field. Another bad pitch. Gordon looks like he's tired already because his control is slowly deteriorating. Started off early in this game with excellent control, and now it looks like spring training. And he hasn't worked the cobwebs out. That's what it looks like. 2 different guys pitching now. Low and inside. 3-1's the count. Three and one's the count to Lee. Lee 0 for 1 on the day. Man on third. White Sox trying to tie this up in a clutch situation for Lee. Lee fouls one off behind the catcher. 3-2's the count. Got him on a big, beautiful looping curveball. Strike 3 looking. Backwards K for Gore. And Gore continues with no runs. Beautiful pitch. I mean, when you're in that kind of, oh my. I'm lucky I'm not the batting coach. I'd be ripping him a new one. All right, so there we go. 3.5 in. White Sox, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Rangers, 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. Bottom of the 4th now for the Rangers. Due up. Rangers due up. For the Rangers, that will be Smith, Jung, and Higashoka. All right, and that's where we're at so far. Cleveland game, Cleveland Club game. It's Cubs now 1, Cleveland nothing. Bottom of the first, 1 out with a man on third for Cleveland, trying to tie it up. And that's where we're at. Like I've been saying, these are spring training games. If the game gets blowout, I do 5 innings. If the game's still good after that, I go inning by inning, depending on how well both teams are playing, because these games are meaningless. And really, you hear to really size up the earlier part of the game. The end part of the game is usually guys that aren't going to make the team and whatnot. Well, not always that case as well, but I don't have a big following. I really don't have I don't even consider this a following. We've got a few people come on random. And until I build up a following, I'm not going to commit to doing long games and burning myself out for nobody being here. So here we go. Burke back on the mound. First pitch over for a ball. Second pitch, more of a defensive swing for a strike. He was more trying to avoid not getting hit, but it was a strike nonetheless. Burke overpowers him with the 95-mile-an-hour fastball, fouls it back weakly. 1-2's the count now to Smith. One and two's the count here. High curveball, doesn't get in. 2-2. Lefty versus righty. Breaks the righty on the mound. Fouls that one off. 2-2's the count. Nobody out, nobody on. Rangers 1, White Sox nothing. Bottom of the fourth. High and inside. Full count. Full count now to Smith. Smith's 0-1 on the day. Big looping curveball. High. Walks him. So, man on first. Nobody out. Here's Jung. Jung 1-for-1 on the day. Rangers are batting .379 this season. Whoa, swing and let go of the bat. That bat went into the dugout. Juan Rojas suspended for 80 games for the Phillies. Yamamoto, opening day starter for the Dodgers. They're just announcing it now. Here's Jung, 0-for-1. Nobody out. Nobody out, 1 on. High towering fly ball between center fielder and right fielder. Right fielder calls off the center fielder and makes the play. No advancement. Man on first still. 1 out, 1 on. 1-run game. Rangers 1, White Sox nothing. Higashioka's up now. Higashioka 0-for-1. Looping curveball for a ball. Knuckle curve, that was. One of those to count. 1 out, 1 on. Man on first. Okay, well hit out to. Nope, second baseman's going to get it. Second baseman's going to get a two-way now. 2 out. Man on first. Jansen's up. Jansen 1 for 1 in the day. Jansen with a homer, 5 RBI this spring, and he's batting 208 now. Here we go. Burke. The pitch. Oh, beautiful slider at 86 miles an hour. Nice changeup. Swing and a miss. Another beautiful pitch over the plate. 0-2 is the count now. 0-2. Man on first, 2 out. 1-run ball game here. Bottom of the fourth. Okay, waiting to pitch. 0-2. Called strike. Struck him out. That'll end the inning. Backwards K. So, that was Burke's 4th K of the game. So, after 4 innings, we have the White Sox. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Texas Rangers, 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error on the game so far. And that's where we stand with it so far. Top of the 5th. White Sox really haven't had many chances threatening. But Rangers have had a few. We were only able to advance on that one. On that 1 run, and that was it. Like I said, tomorrow will be Yankees and Tampa at 1 o'clock. 1:05. That game will be. Let me just make sure. Check the weather as well, because I don't want to do a game and then we got weather problems. Yeah, 1:05 is the game tomorrow. It's supposed to be 59 degrees in Florida. So, but partly cloudy. Nothing about rain. So that looks like the game that we're doing tomorrow, Tampa and the Yankees. So please join us there tomorrow as well. Can't believe DeGrom's still pitching. And here we go. Gore comes out again for the 5th inning. Peters' first at bat was a hit by pitch, so this is his first official at bat. One of those to count, 1-1. He attempted bunt. Peters, Tristan Peters, 240 with a homer. And 5 batted in. Another swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count now. Peters with a high curveball, fouls that one off. 1-2 the count stays. Here we are, top of the 5th. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-2 count. Rangers 1, White Sox nothing. White Sox challenge the call, and it's a strike. Strike three. Peters goes down looking. Backwards K. Backwards K. Been a few of them this game, both sides. I mean, both pitchers have been pitching well. Gore was lucky that they could bring in the relief pitcher because he had bases loaded that one time. And now Hill's up. Hill's 1 for 1 on the day. One knows the count. The pitch. Hill's all over that one, but way foul. 1-1's the count now. Top of the fifth. 1-run ball game. White Sox nothing. Rangers 1. Oh. Wow. Fouled it off to the ground, bounced, popped him in his own ear. Yeah, hit him right in the ear. Never seen that happen before. He's batting .333, Hill, with a home run 3 batted in this spring. Looking for a starting spot in the outfield for the White Sox. Hill down the line to third and is out. He wasn't running his hardest, and he was out by a half a step. Duran made the play over the first. Okay, 2 out, nobody on. Leadoff man, Madroth is up. Madroth takes the first pitch, 0 for 1. 0 for 2 on the day, flat out and popped out. He's batting .194 on the spring. High, 1-1's the count now. One and one's the count. And here we go. The pitch, the swing. Foul tipped into the glove. 1-2 is the count now. 1-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the fifth. Hits it to opposite field, past the second baseman, and in for a single. So Miedroth, beautiful opposite field hit. Out of the reach of the second baseman, diving. And there we are, man on first, 2 out. All right, and it looks like that's the end of Gore. And in comes another relief pitcher into a commercial break. All right. So that's where we're at right now. It's a 1-0 ball game. People ask me about what game tomorrow. So texting them Yankees Tampa tomorrow, 105. All right, so who will they be bringing in next? So it's going to be Roberts is coming in. Roberts shows no innings pitched and no ERA. So that's all it shows. Don't know if he's pitched this season at all. But that's who's coming in, is Roberts. They're back on the screen. Roberts is a right-hander. Man on first. He goes against Perea. Okay, one of those to count. 2 out. Man on first. One run ball game. Rangers are up 1-0. Foul ball. 1-1's the count now. 1-1's the count. Yeah, something's wrong with ESPN. Because remember earlier I told you he pitched 3 innings, Burke, and he let up 1 run. It should be a 3-run ERA. They're still showing a 5.25 ERA, even though he's pitched 4 innings and let up a run. Pitch. Fouled off. 1-2's the count now. The pitch, way outside. That's another one of those garbage pitches. It was 5 feet off the plate. I mean, I can see if you're trying to do a pitch out to catch the guy off the bat, to catch a runner, but you don't go 5 feet off the plate and in the dirt. It's supposed to be like a line drive to the catcher, so he doesn't waste time scooping it. And a swing and a miss. And that's the end of the top of the 5th for the White Sox. So after 4.5, we got Chicago, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Texas Rangers, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. And that's where we're at, folks. That is where we're at. All right. So just waiting on the Rangers to take the field. And check the Cleveland. Cleveland's not in. Oh, just as I said that, Chicago scores, takes a 3-1 lead. Top of the 2nd, nobody out, man on 2nd. 3-1 comes over Cleveland in Cleveland. Sun's finally gone down in Arizona, so there's no sunspots on the field or blinding spots anymore. And Burke is coming back out for another inning. Burke, first pitch over the plate, hit out to center field. Easy out, 1 away. So Burke, 66 innings pitched, 4 1/3 innings pitched. Pitched a good game so far, Burke. Got himself out of trouble. I hope this style of pitching carries over into the year because Lord knows the White Sox need it. I think the White Sox will win 70 games this year. So I'll be 70 and 92, which would be a big improvement. So first pitch over to Nemo for a ball. Nemo 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, batting 368, 2 homers, 8 RBIs for spring training. The pitch. Hits him on the elbow. That one got away from him, hit him on the elbow. All right. Here we go. 1 out, 1 on. 1-run lead. Bottom of the 5th. Rangers are winning. Pitch is high. Catcher wants to go to the mound and have a mound visit. So one of those to count. Here we go. Langford back up. 1 for 2 on a day. Langford batting just under 500. This is insane. The pitch right over the plate. Strike 1. 1-on-1's the count now. 1-on-1's the count. 1 out, 1 on. 1-run lead. Texas Rangers over the White Sox. 1-0. Okay, here we go. Pitch inside. 2-1 goes the count. Berg 71 pitches into this adventure. Treating it like a regular game, it looks like. Like a regular season game. Pitch over the first, safe. Nemo's safe getting back at first. And here we go. Ready Langford to get back. Here we go. Langford's in the box. Burke the pitch. Strike. Beautiful off speed. 88-mile-an-hour slider. 2-2's the count. 1 out. 1 on. 1 run. Oh, fouled that one off, protecting it. And the count stays at 2-2. Count stays at 2-2, folks. All right, fouls it off. 2-2 the count remains. 74 pitches for Burke tonight. Okay, Burke, 1-2, man on first, 1 out. 2-2, the pitch. Oh, just a little high with that dropping curveball. Full count now. Wow. Wow, that was close. Wow. Just outside. First and second now. First and second. Okay, here's the Rangers. Seager's up. Lefty versus the righty. 1 out, 2 on, 1-run lead. Lefty versus righty again. Seager to lefty. Burke to righty. Pitch down in the dirt. Here we go, first and second. Oh, well hit. Well hit. Oh, he gets it on the run. Gets it on the run. Everybody has to get back to second and third. First and second. So 2 outs. Still 2 on, no advancement. Excellent play by the center fielder. Excellent play and good arm getting it in by Piero. And we have a closer coming in now. So Burke's pitched himself well. And a little commercial break. So the commercial break comes lunchtime for me or dinner time. All right. So, waiting on the White Sox pitcher. It's going to be Peoples. Peoples shows a 6.75 ERA. So, let's see what happens. It's now 4-1. Chicago over Cleveland in Cleveland. End of the second. It was a 1-1 tie. And then Chicago just picked up 3 to make it 4-1. And then Cleveland up and down. So now Chicago's back to bat. And here we are, bottom of the 5th, 2 out, 2 on. And Peoples comes in. Young kid. Strike. 89-mile-an-hour slider to Berger. Berger's 0-2 for the day. Berger to spring, 314, 3 homers, 8 batted in, 971 OPS. And Berger hits one out to right center, and Perea chases it down, and that's the end of the inning. So, after 5 innings, White Sox, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Texas Rangers, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. We're going to wrap this up for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Once we get a following, we'll stay on and proceed to stay on longer, but there's no point for me staying on long until we start getting a following. So everybody that's watched, thank you. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. Hit those thumbs up. Hit the bell. Notifies you every time we're on. Okay, everybody. Have a great evening. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Yankees, Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Okay. Thank you all. Have a great one.